One.
Hello, everybody. This is Master BC.
This is Eric from Team Stardust.
And Nick Rock.
And we are Let's Talk Franchise!
We might be short on people, but...
Yeah, well, this setup is temporary.
Yeah.
But, as you can tell, we've got the Master Sword.
From The Legend of Zelda.
Yep. This one is from Twilight Princess, and if you already haven't figured it out, Legend of Zelda franchise.
Yep.
So, we didn't create any
questions.
So, because I'm more of a Zelda connoisseur than either of these two. I've played Zelda most of my life, and I thought I'd give them questions about the game. So, first question is, from the original to now, like the original Zelda for the NES to the new one, Breath of the Wild, what do you think what's the most drastic change in it?
I would have to say that because I played Zelda for a little bit growing up, but other than that, I am not really caught up with the games because I have been more caught up into Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh franchise, and all the other anime that I've grown up with. But other than that, I'd say that it's actually pretty good franchise still, in my opinion.
I found pieces of a pencil. And yours?
Its graphics has improved a lot.
Yeah, from the old 8-bit to realistic theme. I have the first Zelda game. I also have Link to the Past, Phantom Hourglass, which out of all the Zelda games, I think Phantom Hourglass is the weirdest one because you have to use the touchscreen to move. That is actually very confusing because I'm trying to move with the control pad, it's not moving. And I'm like, wait, I forget I'm supposed to use the touchscreen.
Yeah, we grew up with the Game Boy Advance SPs and regular Game Boy Colors. That's why when it came to Nintendo coming out with more with the DS and the 3DS, 2DS, it changed for all of us.
By the way, this is technically a real sword.
Just plastic.
The hilt right here is plastic. The sword blade is metal. As you can see, it's a little loose.
Yeah.
If I just lift it like this, it's loose. Don't swing this.
Don't poke somebody's eye out with it, or it may cost them an eye.
But this is not sharp. This is just a cosplay sword.
Kind of like how from one of our recent episodes, we talked about Bleach, and we had Blue Star 20, which is my friend Spencer from middle school, and he had his brother's Ichigo sword.
Yep. Which is the Zanpakuto
Zangetsu.
It is also a cosplay sword. They're not to be used as real weapons for a heads up. I actually have the boxes for both the swords are right over there. I have both the boxes because I'm going to make them into like chests and things. Use them wisely.
And if you want to watch that video, there's probably going to be something up here or over there or right here.
We'll probably have a link in the video right here, right under Nick Rock.
And
we'll have our channel stuff right below me or below Eric.
And best reviewer probably right there.
Yeah. And we'll also have a little end card right up there as well.
When you're watching this, you already know future is coming.
Yep.
Very much.
We are actually already looking at merch too.
Yeah.
We're still trying to get the designs. It'll be a little bit before we get the merch out because we're going to actually fully try to make this channel the greatest channel ever.
And it's all for you #1 franchises.
All of you franchises out there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment and tell me what, or us, I'm just saying me, tell us what your favorite franchise episode is this far.
And also, if you want, comment down there. And so if it's like a franchise like Zelda or anything like that, we will research that up, learn about it, and do a video on it.
And if you actually love the cosplays for the games and stuff, there is an app called Wish.com. We're not sponsored, but it is actually an app that I love using.
We wish we were sponsored by them.
But that's how this sword came in, and the other sword from the Bleach video. But other than that, Wish.com, the app, is a great app for anybody to use.
For cheaper purchases and all, because don't get me wrong, that Amazon is good, but Wish is just cheaper.
Yep.
And if you actually wanted to know how much this sword was, it was only like $80. Usually this kind of sword, actually I think it was only 30, 40.
Then that Ichigo sword was way past that, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Because it was supposed to be the real sword. They didn't give them the real sword. They were supposed to give him the full blade, and it's supposed to be impossible to lift with one hand.
And
So, for the second question, what is your favorite Zelda weapon?
favorite Zelda weapon, well, from what I can think of and what I remember, would be Link's sword that he has carrying on his back all the time.
Well, this is actually the sword you get after being a kid in The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Well, this one in particular, you get a wooden sword first in the game. No, trying not to spoil much. And then you get a normal sword. You have to go through the Temple of Time, which is hard, to get this. And this sword is actually not that heavy. My brother's trying to get the thing so he can latch it on his back.
And also, we had just a little bit ago, before we start this video, we're going to have a gaming channel called Let's Talk Gaming.
Sometime.
We're going to make that sometime in the future.
Yep. Where we go sit down, play a game, and record it for all you viewers to see.
Yep. You'll all love it once we get it up and running.
Yep.
Because we've already still got Assyrian Z to make, and we got a whole bunch of stuff to do.
Yeah, we have a lot of projects to do.
And if you're loving this series, this is actually something that we love doing.
Yep.
So, what is your favorite Zelda item?
It would have to be the long shot thing, the one.
Yeah, you got it right. The long shot.
Yeah, long shot where you just can get up places faster, and it can actually attack creatures.
My favorite, I'm throwing this one out here, is the double claw shot from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina. Well, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Actually, I think that one's in Skyward Sword. I can't remember. But the double...
Remind him in the comments below.
The double claw shot is a normal hook shot, basically, except it's got a claw, like one of those crane claws, and the double one has two. So you can actually blast with one and go to another area with the other, making it actually very easy to get through the levels. Especially in Yeah, it was Twilight Princess. I remember Red owns the game, and I've borrowed it, and it's still here. I haven't been playing it much because school and stuff.
But we're off after tomorrow. Which is awesome. And it's for Christmas break. And before we keep on going, hope all you have a lovely holiday. Merry Christmas. Hanukkah, whatever
you're doing.
Whatever you're doing, celebrating with friends and family.
And make your holiday great. Have all the joy in the world. Spending time with family. Don't play with knives. This is stupid.
And don't
do drugs. Don't play with knives. Don't curse.
Don't look at homeless people the wrong way.
Because even if it's a homeless person, you don't know what they've been through.
Yeah. Just give them some change.
Well, by law, it is illegal to do that. You cannot give homeless people change, but you can take them out for food.
I'd rather give them change.
Well, there's actually undercover cops doing pretending to be homeless and tracking down people who give homeless people change. That's one of the stupid laws in the U.S. right now.
Because of homeless boycott.
Basically. So, here's the next question. If you had to choose from any character in the Zelda series, what character would you use?
Well, let's see.
And I'm basing this off of the new game, well, not really new, The Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors. I've never played it, though. I want to.
I got a lot of Zelda to catch up on, apparently. So for now, I'll just have to go with Link for now until I am getting around to playing the Zelda franchise, getting to know Zelda again, because I only played it for a little bit when I was a kid.
Yeah. Now, the one thing, Link in the Hyrule Warriors game, you actually get a mission to fight Shadow Link. You better stock up on items, unless you want to lose over and over and over. That's how you know I know this. I have friends who own the game, and they don't know how to play it, really. Who would you choose?
I don't know about the newer ones, but I remember Ocarina of Time. I would love to actually play as Sheik.
That is actually one you get to play as in Hyrule Warriors. Sheik is actually a strong fighter type. He doesn't use anything but a bow. You actually get to use Zelda in that game too. That's what I just remembered. I believe you get to use Zelda. Okay. Now, if you had to say what game would you choose out of all of them is the best?
Well, let's see. Trying to think. I can't really remember a Zelda game that I played. I think it was just The Legend of Zelda that I played for Game Boy Advance SP when I was a kid. I think that's the one I remember right now.
That would be A Link to the Past.
I think that's the one that I do recall playing as a kid. And that's actually really fun, too.
Which one would you choose?
The only one I've ever heard first was Ocarina of Time. That's the very first one I've heard about of the Zelda franchise. And I know a lot more about that one than any future ones and the past ones.
Now, I own, as I said before, I own the one for the NES. The original Legend of Zelda. I have 4 swords, Link to the Past. I have Phantom Hourglass, which my memory was so vague when I first got that one. I thought you had to control Princess Zelda. No, that one isn't a different one, but it's also for the DS. But I would have to go with probably Majora's Mask. I've never played it, but all those cool masks you get to use and have to get going through the whole game is actually pretty fun to do.
Sounds like it.
Now, here's one that'll mind boggle you.
Hmm.
Which Master Sword would you choose as the better one? The one from Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, or Skyward Sword?
That's a tough choice for me because I never played either of those. But if I had to pick one, I would say the Ocarina of Time.
That one, in that game, the Master Sword is a key component to going forward and backwards through time.
Interesting. Really interesting.
Because you cannot wield the Master Sword as Kid Link.
But as an adult, you can.
Yeah. You wait 7 years in the Temple of Time, and you become an adult to wield the Master Sword. We still have that game, but the game doesn't save anymore.
That's a downer.
There's the one on the
3DS that I don't have anymore.
Wii.
Oh yeah, we also have it for the Wii. I forgot. Okay, the best Master Sword would have to be the very first one. The one from Skyward Sword. Because if you actually go through that game, you learn how the Master Sword was created. The Master Sword was made in that game. They used that game as a build for the original Master Sword. So you go through the game with a sword, a normal, ordinary sword with magical powers. And going in through the game, you'll finally unlock the Master Sword, which is the same sword you wield. If you actually played Skyward Sword, to use your special, you had to hold up your sword to the heavens and then do its attack.
For all them spoiler alerts, that's what happens.
Yeah. Which Master Sword would you choose?
The one from Twilight Princess.
So you would choose this sword.
Yes.
This sword is a very good sword. Getting it is very difficult. If you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, the difficulty it is, the better it could be.
Yes, but you want to try to get the Master Sword as quickly as possible because it is the blade that banishes evil. If you actually learned about the Master Sword itself, you go through the game in Ocarina of Time or any of them, it's called Evil's Bane. Standing for the sword that banishes all evil. This is the only. This and the Goron sword in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is the only ones that can hurt Ganondorf. If you try to. Well, you can't really hurt Ganondorf with this sword.
You don't even touch Ganondorf with the one in Ocarina of Time. You just fling.
You have to shoot him with arrows.
Yes.
You have to shoot him with arrows, then smack his tail.
Arrows that have light enchantment on it.
They are called light arrows, and getting them is actually very easy. Ow!
Hello.
I knew that tree was going to fall.
Yep, we knew that was going to fall eventually.
I told him this was not a good idea.
Santa came on knocking, so the tree went down.
Well, there's some puns.
Yep.
So, out of the first 3 games, out of all the games, which do you think is the hardest game?
Well, let's see. Link to the Past was hard for me for a while, and then eventually I got the hang of it.
Now, a game that is actually very hard for me would have to be the first one.
Yep, I was going for that one too because
The first one is like
it's all over the place.
you don't get a direct way, so you don't know where to go.
You have to
wing it.
Yep.
And
Yep.
winging it is kind of hard
when you're getting attacked.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've gotten far on the game. I've gotten actually very far on the game, but since it's on my 3DS, I use save states and just reload them if I die. Especially when you're in freaking dungeons and you don't know how to get back to them, so you save it. And because if you die, even in a dungeon, you go straight back to the center of the map.
That sounds really, really horrible.
I don't like that. So, what questions would you tell me about the Zelda franchise?
Well, if I had to say about any question about the Zelda franchise, which game did you look forward to the most that was coming out?
The one I'm looking forward to is playing Breath of the Wild, because it is a game that is different from all the other ones. You actually have to go through trials, and you can't use your own weapons when you get to certain islands. You have to get new weapons and everything. You actually have to craft weapons. You get to craft food and items. That game is basically a survivalist, like the game Evolution for the Xbox One and PS4, I believe, and Ark Survival. That's basically what it is. What question would you tell me?
What game did you hated the most?
Game I hated the most. That's actually a very tough one. I didn't really hate any of them, but the one I'd have to say I dislike the most would probably be Phantom Hourglass. The controls are all weird and stuff. I'm not used to them at all. It makes it harder for me to actually cope with the game. I would say that's my least favorite. I don't hate it. I actually really enjoy it, but it is very hard for me to do. So that'll be all for this Let's Talk video. Let's Talk franchise video.
Sorry, there's less people.
Yeah, we're so sorry we don't have everybody with us because Red Rose ain't here and Jeremy the Dragon Duelist had to go.
Yeah.
Somewhere tonight.
Yeah, Jeremy had to go to a band concert because that is actually for a grade.
Yep.
I never had to do that for a grade. I just did that for extra credit.
I only have one more thing to do for finals. That's my fourth period, and then I go to the Mac and get a pizza party.
Yep.
Sweet.
I might do a video, maybe, if there's no music playing. But hope you all have enjoyed this video. And we would love for you to leave a like, and if you want to be
a franchiser
today,
subscribe.
Just hit that subscribe button, and let's try to get this channel up to at least 100 subscribers.
If not, the minimum is 90.
Once we hit 25 subscribers on this channel, we will be doing a live stream
where you guys can chill and talk with us and speak your own opinions.
Yep.
We will be updating you all on that. Each day we do a video. Hope you all have enjoyed. And make sure you have a great happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
Whatever you're doing. And this is all the franchisers signing out.